Hey guys, welcome back to Tying Tuesday. My name is Kyle and today we're going to be tying up Brian Chan's Straggle Leech. Really cool, easy leech pattern, still water pattern. Probably could be used in a river situation too as like a jig streamer. Doing a pretty funky color configuration today. This is something I just kind of came up with. A lot of red leeches I've noticed lately in the lakes, so I kind of just wanted to mess around a little bit. But you can tie this in a wide variety of colors: black, olive, rust, brown, anything natural. But kind of wanted to mess around with this little red guy here. Yeah, let's get started. So hook I'm using for this guy today is a MFC tactical barbless jig hook in a size 12. And then the funky bead is going to be a Firehole 3.5 Valentine's Day colorway. Kind of pink with some purple spots in there. Kind of just a cool bead. Thread we're using for this guy, UTC 70 in red. I'm going to get my thread started right behind the bead there. Just going to lock that bead into place. There we go. Work my thread down there, cut out my excess, and work this thread to right where the barb would be on this hook. Right there. Next we're going to add our tail. I like to personally, when I'm tying these little bugger style flies or any kind of style leech pattern, I'm a big fan of this premium bugger boo from Nature Spirit. You get really wispy fibers here, not super long either. And then you can kind of just, take some off the side of the stem there. Kind of get a nice clump there in your fingers. And kind of clean this up just a hair. But usually I like to cut this flush, gives me a clean tie-in point. We're going to take our clump of buggerboo here, just get one loose wrap on top, tight wraps back. You can start kind of wrenching it down after that, just like so. And then I usually just go right over the top of this excess here so I don't have any bumps in my transition. It's okay if there's a little bit of that marabou showing in there, we're gonna cover it up anyway. Need a little stragglers, you can come in with your scissors and cut those out. Just like that. And we got our tail tied in. Next I like to take a piece of the Krystal flash. This is just UV Krystal flash Ultraviolet. Take one piece of this. I usually take one strand, cut it in half, and then first we want to line up our tips, just like so. So what I like to do is I like to take my thread, fold this over the top, like that, come in here, place it down, and tie over it. And as I do that, I'm gonna pull down on the fiber so get it right onto the side of where I want it at. And we'll get some good lockdown wraps on that. Clean up this body just a little bit more. There we go. So now I have my Krystal flash in there. And grab this other piece, it's getting a little wonky on me. There we go. Cool. So I come in here, I like to just trim this flash just a little behind the marabou there. Just like so. A little bit of flash there. that. And next, kind of what makes this fly unique and cool is this straggle string. There's plenty of companies out there that make this stuff. I found for this fly the micro UV polar chenille from Hareline, and this is in the UV red color, but tons of colors in this stuff. Makes a pretty good body here. Proportions look about right where I want them. It's not too small, not too big. But I'm gonna tie that in, bring that forward, and then you can just overhand wrap this right towards the bead there. And as I wrap, I'm gonna pull the fibers back here so I'm not trapping in a bunch of them. Just take your time with this guy. Really tuck this in back behind this bead here, just like so. And capture that off. A couple wraps of thread. Cut out our excess, just like that. Come in here, give this guy just a good 3 or 4 turn whip finish. And if you wanted to put some head cement or super glue on there, make it way more durable. I just don't have any with me. I normally do that though. And then last but not least, I usually take just the tips of this tail, kind of trim it back a little bit. Make sure it looks all cleaned up here. Brush out the body. I don't have my brush with me, but you can kind of use your fingers if you don't. And there you have it, Chan Straggle Leech. If you like this one today, you could give us a like and subscribe. You can find all these materials at AvidMax.com or come see us in the shop in Centennial. Thanks for watching.